Most men don't lose their wife's love overnight. They lose her respect slowly, one small moment at a time. You stop leading, you stop following through. You start explaining instead of acting. And before you know it, the woman who once looked at you like her hero now looks at you like another child to manage. But here's the truth, respect isn't demanded. It's earned through consistency. If it's your first time here, my name is Michael Riggs. I'm a full-time author, entrepreneur, men's personal development and marriage mentor, husband and father of 6. Whew, that's a lot of kids. And I teach men all over the world how to live fully optimized, leveled up lives. So if that's something you're into, definitely stick around, subscribe to this channel, because that's what we do here all the time. Teach men to be strong, honorable men, how to be better fathers, leaders, husbands, and more. How to be overall successful men. And in this video, I'm going to tell you exactly how to become the man that your wife can admire again. Not by chasing her approval, but by becoming the dependable, grounded, emotionally strong leader that she wants to follow. Stick around. So I'm doing this a little bit different today. I'm gonna drive around with you for a little while. I hope that's cool. The first thing that I wanna talk about today is that respect isn't demanded, it's earned through consistency. And how are you showing up every day for her? Not just sometimes showing up as the strong husband, her rock, but consistently. And I'm not talking about like grand gestures, I'm just talking about being the man that she can depend on, the man that she can trust. Are you showing up as her rock consistently? Because here's the thing, small actions compound over time. So you might think in order to fix your relationship with your wife, if your relationship is on the rocks, that you have to do these big grand things, and that's really not what it comes down to. What it comes down to is showing up for her as her strong man, as her protector, as her emotional safe space, her listener, consistently. She doesn't want you to be perfect, but she does want to be able to depend on you. Camera looks a little jiggly. I hope this video isn't too shaky, but we're gonna figure it out after the fact. And let that sink in for a minute. She doesn't want you to be perfect. She just wants to know that she can depend on you. And how does she know that she can depend on you? By consistent action, by you consistently being the guy that she can depend on. Not just sometimes, not just when you decide to, every single day, through small actions that compound over time. And another thing is, how are you showing up when times get tough or times get stressful? That's what I want to talk about next, is emotional leadership. Are you the calm in the storm, or are you the lightning in the storm? You know what I'm saying? Like, how do you handle stressful situations, or how do you handle when she is down or upset or angry? Are you the calm, grounded, still, safe space that she knows that she can open up to, or are you the asshole who flies off the rails? You know what I'm saying? Like, can she trust that she can open up to you emotionally, or are you just part of the chaos? And what you need to do is lead calmly through the chaos. That's what the man is supposed to be. The rock, the safe space, the protector. So when things get tense, when things get, stressful, when life gets stressful, even when she's upset, get out of fix-it mode. Stop trying to fix the situation and just be the calm, grounded, safe space. You know what I'm saying? Lead calmly through the storm. That is going to build her respect and her trust for you as her strong man, because she knows, wow, nothing can throw this guy off course. He is so strong, he is so grounded, nothing can throw him off course. And that makes her feel safe. That makes her feel secure, and that makes her feel that she respects you. And really quick here, I just want to cut in and say that I'm opening up a handful of spots for a 1-week coaching program. How do you get out of here? This is the craziest thing I've ever seen. And this is an opportunity for me and you to connect one-on-one in order to fix whatever is going on in your marriage, whatever you feel has thrown it off course. I just have a handful of spots open for this, so definitely reach out right away if you're interested, because these spots will fill up fast. I'm going to be sending this out to the mailing list and talking about it on the podcast, so those spots will fill up quick. And this program and this challenge will be starting on November 10th, so that's Monday of next week from when I'm posting this. And what will happen is every day of that week, You will get journal prompts and exercises, as well as communication with me through email and chat. And then at the end of the week, we will have a one-on-one coaching call, one hardcore session to get down to exactly what you need to do to fix your marriage. And also, I'm not going to say it on here. I'll let you know in email if you're interested, but there's a special price for this 1-week coaching intensive. So definitely reach out if you're into this. And let's get your marriage back on track, bro. Go to the link tree in the description of this video or on my YouTube channel and click on the one-on-one Reforged husband marriage coaching link and use the contact form on there to tell me that you are interested in this special challenge that starts next week on November 10th. And speaking of when she's upset and things like that, you know, women can be chaotic sometimes. It's just kind of part of their nature, and you can learn to love that. You know, one of the things that I wanted to talk about today when it comes for her trust and her respect for you is that women will often test men. They'll try to throw you off course, you know what I'm saying? So she'll throw tests your way out of nowhere. It'll kind of seem like she's pushing your buttons. And what matters when this happens is how you choose to respond. So let's say you are trying to better your relationship, you are trying to better your marriage, you're making an effort, you're showing change in your life, you're leveling up your life, and you're trying to, you know, prove that things are getting better with her. She might start throwing tests your way to see if she can throw you off course, if you're grounded now, if you're her safe space, if she can trust and respect you. And if she pokes at you, if she prods at you and tests you and you fly off the rails and lose your mind and it turns into a heated argument, well, you have failed the test, bro. So what you need to do is stay calm, lead calmly through those tests. Just like I was talking about before, lead calmly through the storm. Show her that she can open up to you. Show her that she can express herself because you are her emotional safe space. Women want to be heard. They want to be understood. And even if you don't understand what she's upset about or what she's going through, just be the listener and make her feel heard and understood and respected. And then that respect will be reciprocated. You understand what I'm saying? But my point is that women test men, and like David Dita says in his book, The Way of the Superior Man, that testing never ends. You're not going to reach a time in your relationship or your marriage in your life where you're no longer being tested by your wife, your woman, right? Women will always test you to see if they can throw you off course. And leading calmly through the chaos, she says, much like I said before, wow, nothing can throw this guy off course. He's so strong. He's so level-headed. He's got it all together. You know what I'm saying? So understand that the testing will never end, and it's a part of women. It's just what they do. And show that you are her strong man through those tests, and don't allow yourself to be thrown off course. And another thing that I wanted to talk about just briefly is polarity. And I have a podcast episode on the Warrior Kings podcast about polarity if you want to dive deeper into that. But a lot of times in marriage, especially if you've been married for a while, and especially if you're having trouble in your marriage, a lot of the times it's because the polarity has been thrown off. And the polarity is masculine energy versus feminine energy. Are you the masculine force in your relationship? Are you leading your household? Are you leading your marriage as a strong man? Or does your wife handle everything and you are actually acting in the feminine? That's another thing, you know? Because like I said, women want to feel safe. They want to feel protected. It is the natural state of a man to be the protector and provider in a masculine and feminine relationship, right? Between a man and a woman. You know, I know there's all sorts of stuff out there these days, but what I'm talking about is a relationship between a man and a woman. Traditionally, the man is the protector and the provider, and it has been like that for thousands of years. Didn't just suddenly change one day. So one thing that you can do is begin restoring the polarity in your marriage by beginning to act like the man again, by stepping into the masculine role, having a I got this mentality, taking care of things, taking care of business, being the strong rock that she can depend on, the unmovable, unshakable warrior king. And another thing that I wanted to talk about today, and I encounter this with coaching clients all the time, is the issue of empathy, what that means and how to have empathy. And that goes back to me saying that women want to feel heard and understood. They want you to be the listener. They want to know that they can emotionally open up to you. and they want to know that you understand how they feel, even if you don't understand how they feel. And empathy is the ability to put yourself in another person's shoes or situation, even if you've never experienced it before. I did not bring water with me. Bro, I'm so thirsty right now. Anyway, empathy is the ability to put yourself in another person's position. So when she opens up to you, or she expresses an emotion, or maybe she's even yapping about something that you don't really care about, like what Jessica is going to wear to the baby shower next weekend. Usually as men, we train ourselves to tune this stuff out, but that is a huge critical error in a marriage. You have to train yourself to listen, and listen intently to your wife no matter what she's talking about. And then understanding that even though that doesn't matter to you, hold up, we got some construction. But like I was saying, even if it doesn't matter to you, or you don't care about the thing, or you just don't understand the thing, empathy is putting yourself in her situation, her shoes, her experience, and understanding that it means something to her. It is important to her. So be the listener. That is the number one thing. That is the foundation of all of my work, being a strong listener. And empathy does not take away your authority. It doesn't take away your leadership as a man. It doesn't make you weak. Being a listener, someone that she can open up to, share her feelings and her emotions with, that doesn't make you, that makes you strong in her eyes. That makes her feel safe. Women want to feel safe. And if you are her strong protector and she knows that you care about everything that she says, bro, you have cracked the code at that point, and everything will get better. Trust me. Show her that you care about what she's feeling, what she's thinking. You understand? Empathy builds connection. Your ability to empathize with her and care about how she feels builds connection. And you need to bring the protector energy into your marriage, into your relationship, into your household even. Constantly and consistently show that you are the protector. Show that you are the strong man. Nothing can throw you off course. Nothing can push you down. You are unstoppable. You are unmovable. You are unshakable. Protector energy. Small actions compound over time. If she's going somewhere for the day and you haven't heard from her in a while, send her a text and check on her. Say, is everything okay? How's it going? When you're going to bed at night, make the rounds. Make sure that the house is safe and locked up, and that the alarm is set and the cameras are on, and whatever type of security system you have, and put that on display for her. Constantly and consistently make her feel safe. And that goes back to the beginning of this video when I was talking about consistent actions. Small actions compound over time, and you can't just be her rock and her protector and her safe space sometimes. You have to be that consistently. And then that respect builds over time. And here's some daily rituals that you can begin implementing to rebuild trust, respect, and intimacy. And the first one is complimenting her. Regularly compliment your wife. Tell her she's beautiful. Tell her that she's a good mama. Tell her she's a good wife. Tell her she's sexy even, bro. Women thrive on compliments and praise. So ooh, this is a good one. Let's say that you notice, which men often don't, but let's say that you do. Let's say that you notice that she did something different with her hair today. Tell her hair looks beautiful. Even if you think it looks nuts, be like, what the heck did she do to her hair? It's very meaningful for her, for you to say your hair looks beautiful today, because she might even be unsure about it herself and kind of self-conscious. And then you will make her feel safe, heard, and protected and beautiful by telling her that her hair looks beautiful today. Those small things compound over time. Like I keep saying over and over again, small actions compound over time to make big results. So compliment your wife regularly. The second thing is taking action on small things to show her that you have her back. And that goes back to the I got this mentality. So let's say the handle on the kitchen cabinet is loose. Just take the 5 seconds and go tighten it. If you're running up to the store for something, or you're on your way home from work, ask her if she needs anything. If she needs help carrying something in, this traffic is crazy, bro. If you see that she's having a hard time carrying things in from outside, step in and carry the stuff for her. I got this. Always and consistently show that you got this. Make that a daily practice to step in and do something to help her or support her. Keep that as a mantra in your mind, actually. I got this mentality. The next daily ritual is to make her laugh. I'm sure you remember in the beginning of your relationship, or when you first started seeing each other, you were kind of the funny guy, right? What happened to that? Start making her laugh again. Make goofy jokes. Say something ridiculous. I don't know, whatever yours and hers brand of humor is, be that more consistently. Just because you've been together for however long you've been together doesn't mean that you can't flirt with her, charm her, and make her laugh and be the funny guy. I mean, is that who she fell in love with in the first place? Yes. Or she wouldn't have committed at one point to spending the rest of her life with you. And the next daily ritual is to make her feel safe, seen, and heard. Make sure that she has your attention and that she knows that she feels seen, safe, and heard. Make a point to do that at least once per day. Turn the TV off and just listen to her. Ask her how her day was going. You know, I always find this hard to believe, but they say that most married couples, I think it was who are married more than a couple years or something, struggle to simply ask how their partner's day was going. And that's something that marriage counselors tell people to do. Just ask how their day. You know I just said the same thing, but they're like, apparently people have a hard time asking how their partner's day went. I feel like that's just something that you should do naturally, but apparently people don't do that. So start a conversation. Ask her how her day went. Ask her how she's doing. Ask her what she's going through and how you can support her. Make her feel safe, seen, and heard, right? And one more thing that I want to talk about really quick, and I don't know what your relationship dynamic is or how you and your wife communicate, but you might be a very passive aggressive couple, or you might be a couple who argues a lot and lashes out at each other. These things aren't uncommon, but what I wanted to tell you today is that overexpressing yourself doesn't show strength. It shows weakness. It shows that you're not mentally strong. It shows that you throw temper tantrums like a little boy instead of a strong man. Because strong men who are strong mind, body, and spirit don't fly off the rails. They don't start yelling. They don't get frustrated. They don't try to get their woman to understand how they feel. It's not that she doesn't care how you feel. It's that she doesn't want to have to care how you feel. She wants you to be a strong man. So overexpressing yourself shows weakness. It does not show strength. What she wants you to be is the calm, level-headed, grounded, safe, secure, still warrior that she can trust, respect, and depend on. That is one of the hidden ways that husbands emasculate themselves, is by overexpressing, oversharing, and trying to get her to understand how they feel. And this modern time where they're like, you should be able to share how you feel and blah, blah, blah. Bro, it's fine. If you think that works, keep doing that. But I can tell you right now, it is having an opposite adverse effect in your marriage and how your wife perceives you and sees you. She wants to see you as unmovable, unshakable warrior king, not wimpy, whiny, emotional, wimpy, whiny baby boy. You know what I'm saying? She wants you to be strong. Of course she does. I mean, think about it. Doesn't that make sense? Another hidden way that husbands emasculate themselves is by letting her make all the decisions. Not letting her, but asking her to make all the decisions. Men are supposed to be the decision makers. It's a masculine trait. So if you're letting her make all the decisions, I mean, even small ones, this is a classic debate with couples and married couples. The whole, what do you want for dinner, or what do you want to eat, right? And they go back and forth and all that. Well, when you are presented with that question, give an answer. Even small decisions like that, because like we've talked about throughout this entire video, is that small actions compound over time. And those small actions and those small decisions compound into her trusting your masculine direction and your masculine core. This is just too much. The cars just keep coming and coming and coming, bro. It's like we might have a break coming up. But especially, bro, when it comes to the hard decisions, the tough decisions, the life decisions, you should absolutely be making those. I mean, of course, you're going to discuss it with her. You're going to take into account her opinion, what she wants to happen, what she says, her viewpoint on the thing. But when it comes down to actually making a decision, you are the one who makes the decision because you are the man in the marriage. And this will build her respect for you. If she is the one that has to make all the decisions, especially the hard, tough decisions, she doesn't see you as her strong man. She honestly, at that point, might as well be her own man. Let that sink in for a minute. Another hidden way that men and husbands emasculate themselves in their marriages and relationships is by not having that I got this mentality, taking charge, taking the lead, and handling the business and complexities of life. I almost crashed the car, bro. I gotta stop looking at you and look at the road, okay? Gosh, almost crashed my beautiful flex. And make a U-turn here. And your mission as her husband is to be her peace and her safety, not her project. So I hope that you got something out of this, man. I hope that this inspired you in some way to take charge of your life as a man, as her man, the man that she can trust and respect, the man who she knows has her back, that she can depend on, who won't just crumble and be thrown off course by whatever life throws at him, that you will be her strong warrior king.